Well, here we are again, talking about photography. I didn't think I would be, but once you get that sweet, sweet taste of the incredible highs of 4 or 5 likes on your video, there's no coming back down. I'm Mike Risted, and this is, for better or worse, 10-minute exposure. Before I talk about this photographer that I want to share with you, I first want to talk about growing up pre-internet. And this is something that I didn't really appreciate then, but I super appreciate now, is the fact that pre-internet, it was only through engaging with the physical space around you, i.e. going out and walking around or driving or riding your bike or whatever, that you really discovered things. Yeah, you had the yellow pages and the white pages, and there was some word of mouth sort of advertising for stuff like hole-in-the-wall pizza joints or art venues or music venues or whatever, but there wasn't the in-your-face, constant barrage of advertising and self-promotion that we see today. And honestly, in today's landscape, it makes sense. It's how most businesses, small or large, continue to do business and stay afloat. But it's also interesting that in the world of independent arts, and I'm talking like people like me that don't do this professionally, that just go out and take photos because it's a thing to do, or it keeps you grounded, or it's a way to get exercise or whatever. But our finances don't depend on it. I see a lot of self-promotion in that sphere still too. And so it's really refreshing when, truly by happenstance, you end up discovering amazing work that is existing in a space that is unself-promoted, uncategorized, and really just rich and deep and beautiful and rewarding. And I really think more people should spend time looking at this work. So this photographer, they go by the moniker Buy American Cheese, which I love, because I think American cheese gets a bad rap, and I think you should buy it, because in my opinion, when you're in a pinch and you need a good sandwich, and I'm talking like grilled cheese sandwiches here, you can't go wrong with American cheese. And you can fight me in the comments. You can come at me and you can say whatever it is you want, but I'll be right, you'll be wrong, and only one of us will have wasted our time. So I found this photographer by accident, really. I was clicking around on Tumblr, and yes, Tumblr is still active and a really great place to share work up until they start selling your content to train AI algorithms. Come on, Tumblr, you can do better than that. And there's just a breadth of work out there that's not really appearing anywhere else, and it's fun to just endlessly scroll through this feed of really engaging work, and you can curate this feed, and there's really very little algorithmic injection that occurs there. It's really what you see is what you get. And so I found this by accident as I was clicking through some tags and then some related blogs, and I landed on this page because there was this portrait of this couple sitting on a bench in New York City. And I want to share this portrait with you. It's going to pop up on the screen right here. Bammo, look at this. This is just gorgeous work. And I was very captivated by this, full frontal sort of street portraiture style. And obviously the colors are engaging and the subjects are engaging, and I find, it's a beautiful portrait in and of itself. And I found that when I clicked the link, when I clicked the image to make it bigger, it took me to an unregistered Flickr page. And you'll know it's unregistered because up here at the top, there's no username. There's just this like garbled bit of letters and numbers and @ signs and stuff. And I just started clicking through and finding just the most beautiful, authentic portraiture. No pretense. If I'm scrolling through here, there's no keywords. There's no groups or albums or anything that has been added to. There's no links or affiliates or anything. There's just pictures existing in a space, free of self-promotion. And they're just beautiful. This is the kind of work that I would expect to see published in a book. I wouldn't, I wouldn't be surprised if in 15 years you see this kind of portraiture appearing published. I have dozens of books of street portraits downstairs in my book room that are this caliber, and I'm surprised that there's no more attention going into this. It's just truly engaging work. This photographer, I don't know if it's how they identify or what their gender expression is, so I'm going to refer to them as they. They just have this eye for people and have this disarming quality that lets them take... I don't even know how to describe this. This work is so good. I'm jealous looking at this. I'm actually mad looking at this right now. I don't even want to talk about this. So I'm going to stop for a minute, and I'm just going to click through this gallery, and I'm going to let you enjoy some of this really breathtaking portrait work that's coming out of New York here. I mean, what an eye. I'd be curious, I would love to just be a fly on the wall for this person's process to approaching people. And obviously I know New York City is kind of the mecca of street portraiture. And this is, I think, one of the oldest photos uploaded. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know, but it's not letting me go back any further. So I'm just going to scroll up here, and you can see kind of en masse this contact sheet view. But as I was saying, I know New York City is sort of this mecca for street portraiture, but this is fresh. This is unlike things that I'm seeing out of anywhere. Just this everyday sort of approach to the extraordinary. I really love this photo. I just love this photo. And what it must be like to exist in this space and time where you have the privilege of taking photos like this. Unlike a lot of photographers that I think take photos of the extraordinary or the extreme, this photographer does it in a way that's so natural and so clued into the humanity of the subject that there's no real exploitative shock value to it. You're not looking at these and feeling a sense of ridicule or feeling a sense of laughability about the people. You feel a deep empathy, a connection with these photographers. It's in the eye contact. It's with the posing, just the serene expressions on everybody's faces, and how happy or how comfortable everyone feels being photographed. And so I'm going to take this down for a minute because we're almost out of time. But I encourage you, give this photographer a look. I'm going to drop the links in the description down below. Go take a look, but don't tell anyone. And certainly don't tell anyone that I told you, because this is our little secret. And I hope that you found as much enjoyment in this work as I did. Until next time, or not, this has been 10-Minute Exposure. Oh, I'm so mad.